Let's try this again and see if it cooperates. I don't even know. I don't know what happened last time to know what the issue was, but things freaked out a little bit. Um, so hi, welcome back to my channel. Hi. Say hi as you're popping in if you're hopping on. I wanted to come on and talk about the fact that this is the last day of Turner Syndrome Awareness Month. I had plans to do every Turner Syndrome video each week, a different theme underneath it. Hi. And that just didn't happen with all of the foster care stuff happening that you guys have been seeing. That just didn't happen. So I wanted to still talk about it. And I'm wearing my purple shirt. Today is Wear a Purple Shirt Day, so if you're not currently wearing one, go wear one for the rest of the day. I couldn't for the first part of the day because I have a specific shirt I need to wear for work, but I am now. So hi. I wanted to come on and kind of talk about the theme for Turner Syndrome Awareness Month this year and how well I feel like it fits in with TS. Yes. So I was very excited. No. Yeah, Natalia, February is Turner Syndrome Awareness Month. So next year, you can have fun and be a part of the fun. It was really cool because my birthday, as you guys know, is the 14th, and I was able to start super early on in the month raising money for, you know, how Facebook lets you do the fundraiser thing for a nonprofit for your birthday. So I was able to use that really cool for Turner syndrome. That was fun. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the theme and everything. So the theme of the Turner Syndrome Awareness Month this year was believing miracles or believing in miracles. And I thought that totally fits with Turner syndrome because I feel like so much of Turner syndrome is a miracle. That might sound a little like, wait, what? But hear me out. Just in my story, and if you haven't heard my story, I have a bunch of videos where I talk about it, but the kind of synopsis of my story is I was diagnosed while my mom was pregnant with me because my lymphatic system didn't hook up and start doing its job till about 26 weeks into the pregnancy, when it's normally one of the very first things to start doing its job. So there was fluid in my chest cavity and in the back of my neck. It's called cystic hygroma and hydrops. I don't know which is which. I just know those are the names for those things. And it is very common with Turner's. Apparently, which I didn't know for a long time, it's a sign of there just something being genetically wrong if that happens. So it makes sense that it would happen in a pregnancy with a girl with Turner syndrome. There's something genetically different. There's something genetically off. So they found that I was diagnosed, and for the rest of the pregnancy, I was on constant watch. It was a high-risk pregnancy, like most Turner's pregnancies are. I think either way, they're going to consider it high risk because they're going to be watching you. So it came to be 26 weeks, which is like, that's over halfway through the pregnancy. And I had the fluid still. And there was a lot of prayer happening. There was a lot of me being put on a prayer chain and a lot of people praying for me to make it and be okay. And they then, at the absolute final hour, tried to confirm that everything was still the same. before progressing with trying to terminate. And everything had changed. They did that ultrasound, and all of the fluid in my chest cavity was gone. It was all gone. It had been dispersed now. It was no longer sitting in my chest cavity. And in the back of my neck, it was, I think my mom said, like 70 to 80% gone from how it was before. So all of a sudden it was like the switch flipped on, and my lymphatic system started working and started dispersing the fluid, and I was okay. So at that point, there was no termination happening, and I was very closely watched the rest of the time. I was still considered high risk because they didn't know what was going to happen. So they did not say I was out of the woods. They just said that they had never seen that happen before, especially with that being so severe, and they had given me a less than 1% chance of surviving. So they didn't know what the heck was going on. And I then was born, and they looked me over again. They scrutinized everything to see if anything was wrong, and nothing was wrong. Nothing. They didn't find anything totally crazy wrong. There was maybe the little stuff, like I did have the edema in my hand. I did have the swelling and everything. My mom says she fought that a lot when I was little, my hands swelling and everything, which is very common with Turner's because of fluid retention. I fight fluid retention a lot, all the time. I still do. But overall, I have been very, very blessed with my health and my story and my situation. And so I feel like there's a lot of miracles you can see in different aspects of things. And I feel like we all have a miracle in our story. Not just the physical aspect of it, which is a miracle. That was God stepping in and saying, nope, sorry, that's not the plan I have for her. So, there you go. That's what's actually going to happen. And physically saving me. And that is a miracle. But also what he's done with my story since. Yes, we are. And that's kind of why I feel like this is perfect, and I was so excited for it. Because even if you don't have this super intense or dramatic story, like I have that. I don't have anything current, like I don't have anything dramatic going on in the likes of Turner syndrome. I have trying to figure out my medicine. Like, it's not drama. I mean, I might have drama with my endocrinologist, but not health-wise. So I really, as far as now in my life, have seen miracles in other ways just from this story I have. And the way that having Turner syndrome has affected me and impacted me, and what God has called me to through that. So I really think that even having these stories to share is a miracle. The impact we have through sharing our stories is a miracle. Being here, like Dana said, being here and being able to say, hey, I can fight for myself in this. I can advocate for this. I do have this I can do because I'm here. That's a miracle, and that feels like a miracle to be able to do those things. They said I would never walk, talk, be able to feed myself. Been married almost 5 years, and we're about to have foster kids. So there's that. I think we all have defied so many odds, and just that being there, that fact, I think is a miracle. Um, and the ripple effect that has, I think, is the biggest thing I wanted to get across. Like, it's not just that aspect itself, but then that's how that impacts everything else. I feel like is miracles as well. Um, Me getting to share my stories on here and connect with you guys and try to share little bits of my knowledge and understanding and build that kind of community where you talk about this stuff and you have somewhere to go to have this discussion, and you have those examples of other women with Turners living this out. And not just me. You guys in the comments are amazing at sharing your stories and your experiences and what you guys are doing, and it's incredible. And it makes me so happy, and I'm so blessed to have that happening on my channel. And that is a miracle to me. The community, the impact, the ripple effects of everything that TS comes with is amazing to me. And the inspiration, like, no, girl, you got this. You can do it. You can fight it. You can be strong and keep going. It's amazing. So I love that. Yeah, I love that. So I hope you guys have been inspired by things you're seeing, to see those miracles as well, and be able to embrace that and share that and understand your own. Yes, it is a sisterhood. I feel like it's interesting, and I've talked about this before. There are certain, a lot of the aspects of Turner syndrome is like, it's very common things for other people to have too. I mean, believe it or not, I have found girls as short as me, if not like a half an inch shorter, a half inch, that didn't have Turner syndrome. That was just their height. That's just them. That was just how they were. And it made me feel so not alien, if that's the right word. Like, I didn't feel so strange anymore. But there's been a lot of circumstances where I've connected with somebody else. Yes, normal. No, I have not been to a Turner syndrome walk yet. There's one that happens in my hometown that I really want to get to. It's just year after year not worked out. So I need to plan ahead for next year. I also want to go to the conference really badly, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. But I really, really want to. If anybody knows if there's an online ticket, like a way to like watch stuff online, let me know. Because I know they post some of the videos, but I'm not even sure how to figure out how they're all organized to know everything. So, anyways, I've connected with other people that don't have Turners that have had similar things, like they'll have one piece of it, but it's not the same. It's not the same experience. It's coming from a different perspective. So it has always come back to, for me, but these are the women that get it. Like, it's not just they get this piece of it. They get the whole thing. They get the whole concept of what this feels like. Specifically, I think of a lot about infertility and connecting with people on that. More and more people are sharing their infertility stories. More and more people are talking about it. And that's amazing. That's great. And I'm so glad. And I will talk till I'm blue in the face about all of that and share my story and my numbers and grieve with them and support them. But there is a difference in how it feels talking to somebody with a different source of infertility versus the one connected to Turner's. There's a difference in that. It's a different experience. There's a lot of, well, yeah, unfortunately, that's not an option for me. With certain treatments, things that just either it doesn't make sense to put the time and effort and money into it, or it literally would not be enough, so you can't try it. If that makes sense. It's a whole other level with Turner's on like everything. So just that jump from they don't understand just this part, they understand the whole thing. From being another woman with Turner's, that community, being able to connect with others, has been such a blessing to me and such a miracle in and of itself. I can't even explain. And I'm so happy about that. I really, really have so enjoyed that, and just seen more and more miracles through talking to more women with Turner's and connecting more and hearing more stories and sharing stories, and it's incredible. So, I I have been so dizzy, so I am seeing a neurologist. Ooh, that's not fun. You're going to see the doctor. Oh, I know how that is. Yeah, there's the whole awkward question of, oh, when are you going to? Or why haven't you? Or do you? If they're just meeting me and we're married and they hear we've been married almost 5 years and they know our ages or something, and it's like, because it's a long story to explain why. And it gets awkward because it, like, while there's not a better way of answering, it's a little depressing. So, it's, yeah, I understand. Yes, awkward is a good word for it. It's weird trying to explain it to somebody you don't know, and I know that's coming from me that posts all of this online, but that's to a camera, not face to face, for one. And yeah. How old are you planning for your foster kids to be, and how many do you plan on having? My mom was a foster mom. That's really cool that she was a foster mom. We don't really have an exact plan for that. We're kind of just seeing where God takes us on this journey. Right now, we're getting certified for ages 0 to like 1.5. I mean, technically 2, but we're trying to get another room set up still. So until we figure that out, the best age is 0 to like 1.5. And we don't have a plan for how many. We'll see. I could see us having a whole brood or something. I I think we're both going to be susceptible to but we love them. So, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see where that takes us. Who knows what God has planned? I'm just excited for the ride. But okay. So, yes. I'm so excited. It's been super like crazy busy and stressful trying to keep on top of everything and get stuff done. Hi. But it's been so crazy to see things just jumpstart like that. This was a quick kick back into busy after that lull we had, but I feel like that was all the timing we needed and everything, so I feel like things are gonna go fast. Ugh. My legs fall asleep. I don't know if you guys have been watching any of the pages on Facebook, but I saw quite a few sharing some really cool things for the Turner Syndrome Awareness Month, like throughout the month. Whether it was sharing different people's stories or sharing different facts about Turner's. it was really fun to watch. And there was certain things, it's always fun, like, hearing more, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was connected to Turner's. Okay. Because there's so many little ways that you can be affected. And it's crazy to see all the different things that can happen. So I'm glad I got to do. Actually, I had plans to do this video recorded and not live, but I'm really glad I did it live. I think this was a good one to do live. If you guys have any questions connected to any of that, send them in the comments and I will try to answer. I think there are a lot of different ways you can find miracles within everything. So if you guys have any examples that you would like to share, I would love to hear more. Because I could talk about mine all day. Because I do see mine all the time. But, oh, I'm really glad. I'm getting hungry. I'm really glad I got to do this, though. My internet's cooperating. Now I'm gonna, like, jinx it. Pre-cal, we were learning about 3D graphing, and it is hard. It was a miracle when I finally understood it. I feel that. I feel that. That is a miracle, and that is good. Yeah. I'm good at jinxing it, right? You guys are probably always like, don't say it, because it's gonna happen. And even, I tried to start this the first time, and it didn't work. Like, of course. And then I went onto my laptop to see if I could just stream from there, and maybe it would have a better connection. For whatever reason, my laptop seems to not drop internet as bad. And apparently, in the changes YouTube has made to the live streaming stuff and all of the studio changes, they took out the ability to stream straight from your desktop. So you need a stream encoder, and I didn't have one set up. So I just figured I'd give it another chance on my phone. I have a big violin audition tomorrow, and I'm kind of nervous but excited too. Fun! That's awesome. How long have you been playing the violin? Andrew used to play the violin. Oh, this is not an earring. This is scar tissue, actually. Unfortunately. But I have both out. I did have one in here forever still because it stayed. It was fine. But I think I did the video about cutting it off. I had to have Andrew cut the backing off because I couldn't get the backing out, and it just looked weird having just that one. And yeah. Anyways. Oh, cool. That's fun. I have my guitars and keyboard, and I need to actually figure out how I can set them up so I can play them, because I never get to play them. I feel like if I at least had like my keyboard set up and everything, I might sit down for a few minutes and play it. I don't know. We'll have to see. I really would love to. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't hurt me. It's just it's literally just scar tissue. Like it's just skin, really. It's hard to explain. I might have an update on that soon. This and these, maybe. I can't decide. And I think I updated you guys as far as like the cyst. Sorry if you're squeamish about that stuff. That basically I have to decide if I want to do anything about it or not. I don't know. Having anything cut me here again just makes me really nervous. I don't know if I want to do it. I'm so indecisive about that. I go back and forth a little bit because it could be helpful, or it could only be slightly helpful. Hopefully by this time tomorrow I'll be section leader of the violins, and I play the flute and a tiny bit of keyboard. Very cool. Very cool. Good luck. I am rooting for you. That is awesome. Yeah. So it hadn't come back for forever. And then, I don't know, it did. And then when I went and talked to the doctor, because it wasn't inflamed or anything then, it was fine. He basically said, um, with what it's at right now, you don't have to. It would be elective. You could decide to just leave it alone because it's not doing anything. Or you could do it, and if you want to, we could try to take care of some of the scarring at the same time. He said this stuff wouldn't be like anything. Like the scar tissue on my ear, that is basically, so this scar tissue is from my neck surgeries. This is just from getting my ears pierced. Because I just have that fun reaction, apparently. So, I had a choice. And I need to decide. I don't know what to do. I don't like the idea of having surgery again. And I particularly don't like cutting the area again when it hasn't well in the past. But I don't know. I just wrote about Turner's for a summer program application and it was hard, but I'm glad I did it. That's awesome. That's cool. And I have a scar on my lip from bumping into someone while reading and lots of scars on my fingers from playing violin. Oh yeah, I remember for guitar, you build up the calluses on your fingers. I used to have so many bumps. I need to build my calluses up again and cut my nails and take care of them. But I was supposed to go to college Monday, but the doctor won't let me. Oh, yeah, it might be better to just rest. Hi, Brooke. I'm 36 with Turner's, and my husband and I are currently going through the foster to adopt process as well. That's awesome. I live in the Sacramento area. I grew up in the Sacramento area. That is my hometown. Yes, that's awesome. That is so cool. I'm so glad. I love hearing other foster care stories now, whether it's adopt or just concurrent. Like, it just hits me so hard. I love it. I've started finding a bunch of stories to follow because it's really inspiring. I got a kitten. Ooh! Sirius went outside because he needed to get energy out. But he was wrestling with Max earlier. I loved when he was a kitten. It's a lot of energy, but it's very fun. That would be awesome. That would be so much fun. You would be the second Turner's woman I've ever met in person. Let me see. I submitted some of my poetry to possibly be published. Very cool. In like a magazine? I need to figure out what to do for dinner. We might just have leftovers because we went to the fire department firefighter appreciation night and it was really yummy food. We still... Hey, I'm back! Probably not for long. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up so that I don't jinx it again. See, I jinxed it. Short girl with glasses. Well, I would be just the short girl. Although I could wear my sunglasses. Yes. Okay. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. If you want to leave any comments with a miracle that you have personally experienced that you want to share, or ways that Turner's has helped you see miracles, I think that would be amazing. I think that would be awesome and really fun. Um, thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope everybody had a wonderful Turner Syndrome Awareness Month and is also seeing miracles. And I hope you're wearing your purple shirt. I will talk to you guys tomorrow in a very fun video that is a long time coming. Okay, I will see you guys